All right, ladies and gents. Sorry to keep you waiting. I think it's time we got to go over progression series. Y'all ready? Suit up. Suit up. Am I late for the polls? You missed him. I'm going to change the title. Now everybody's wondering. All right, ladies and gents, we got the reaction for progression series. We're ready to go. Let me pull up everything I need. All right, folks, where we left off last for progression series. We're going into Cross Souls today. The last episode, we ended up hitting Alex with the goo, as per se. The Ghost Trick Monarch strategy ended up working perfectly, flawlessly. It got under Alex's skin, something he just wasn't prepared for, and allowed us to take the game pretty simply. Moving into this episode, though, I'm curious to see what we bring to the table. We did mess up a little bit with the Ghost Tricks. No problem. We will learn them for the future. I know the Ghost Trick community already's got beef with me. I can handle it. I can handle them. Don't worry. All right, ladies and gents, let's get into Crossed Souls today. 40-minute episode. It's actually a pretty short one. Let's see what's going on. That is loud as hell. Holy crap. Let me know about the volume, guys, so we can change it. Make sure it is to your liking. Come on, you can't just let him kill you for game.
No, I can't. I'm still going to try to fight. In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or one box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck.
Oh my god, bro. Remember when this was the biggest progression series meme in the world? And now all Joseph does when he watches this is he takes the time that Alex reviews not only he talks about our sponsorships, but he talks about his subscriptions. He goes, oh wow, it's the perfect time while Alex is plugging his business and making sure that his colleagues get paid. Let me just rattle off all these names.
However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode.
Bro, remember when I was getting
we'll be introducing
my cards
side
pitched
sets,
with
a
white
new
magical
banning
hat?
system, and
How
plenty
far
of
we have
fun
come. How
surprises
far
that
we
you
have
just
come.
have to watch to find out. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series Season 2.
Can somebody explain to me why did Joseph stop uploading his reactions? Didn't he have a clip channel specifically for that? Or didn't Farfan, wasn't Vlad doing it for a bit? Why did he stop uploading them? What happened with all that?
If you want 5% off any
Oh my god, I forgot I could save so much money! Damn, dude, I've been a broke boy all my life. Here I could have been saving 5%. God damn.
singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CMO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
Pretty exciting win from last week. Happy with that one. Happy to be looking at the wheel today. I'm looking handsome, bro. I'm looking good in that. I have my days. Some of my days I feel ugly. Some of them I'll be looking good, though. This is one of them. Alrighty, so we're in the loser circle. Look at the scoreboard. It is dead even, bro. 51-51. These have been neck and neck. I hate that they're so neck and neck. Alrighty. Last few games we've played have been super intense, and I'm looking for another great match this week against Mr. Alexander Simo. Anything can happen with the wheel this week. There's still obviously some great slices that I'm looking forward to. If I could land promo just one time. Yeah, so I talk about a lot like how like the promo slice of the wheel unlocks like infinite potential. I Wish I Was Dead has cooked up some of the most meanest lists for progression series, but they all revolve around having specifically cards that are like only going to be available to us for a short amount of time before they get errated. Makiura is one that we've toyed with before. There's always been something really crazy with Disc Commander before it gets errated, but we haven't been able to get Disc Commander. So always if we could rule the promo wheel, there's something crazy a-brewing. That would be so good. So let's see what I get today. I'm going to give it one click. One unassuming click. Just the one. See where it takes us. What's it do? That's all right. You know, I can take that one. Add another band ticket to the mix. That means I can get... So yeah, we got a band ticket. I'm going to be honest. I don't remember what I banned, bro. I don't remember what I banned in the next episode. But a band ticket is, like, all right. There's always some things that I don't mind, like, picking out of Alex's collection. Things that just annoy me from, like, a previous episode. But I've discussed it before. What Alex likes to do is he gets comfortable. He ends up finding a deck that he really likes, and then he kind of just sticks to it and adapts it, or he decides to evolve it and, like, put it into his arsenal. Sometimes being able to ban, like, a certain card of that strategy can just completely knock it off the map. It's something he can't revisit. So a band ticket's fine. I'll take it. Again, things that I would way prefer to be getting on the wheel, but band ticket's fine. Rid of something else in Alex's
we get this
1.25 an issue.
Last
that we said goodbye to was El Shaddai Construct. I'm glad we said goodbye to that card. Maybe there's something
yeah,
else
we
out
banned
there that is,
Construct because Alex had a Construct, and we didn't. We just had a Fusion. So I was just like, you can't do anything with that strategy ever again. Stop thinking about it.
As hard of a time. Battle Fader? Possibly.
I can't believe Gage
Battle
brought
Fader's
that
a good
deck
choice,
last
bro. I
episode.
hate that card.
I mean, talk about a snooze fest, and you know it's bad if I'm complaining about it. But in any case, we're moving on. Crossed Souls is today's set, another core set, and this one's a bit of a mixed bag. Some neat little cards here, including the Zephyr cards, which I think may be their first debut, but if not, it's some of their better cards.
I think it is the first debut of the Zephyr cards. Crossed Souls was a really interesting set. I remember Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit's the biggest thing you can get from this set. That was a massive card to come out at the time. But there's a whole bunch of just, like, other really good stuff. Cards like Moon Mirror Shield is, like, unassumingly, like, one of the best rares in the game. Maybe not for us at this point. Like, everyone says in sealed formats, Moon Mirror Shield is, like, really good. But we're way past the point that I would even consider our series, like, a sealed format. I would consider it, like, pretty on the verge of constructed.
Like
also, we played traditional, which makes for some, like, interesting things that can happen.
Barbar, for anyone who played Burning Abyss back in the day, you know how annoying that was, just because at any point you could just start burning your opponent, and there was really
those Raid Raptors would see play later too. Are you sure about that? I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever seen somebody summon Blaze Falcon.
Chowfang, Void Banishment, Unexpected Die actually was unexpected.
Look at these bangers though. These super rares are good. Chowfang is solid. Void Banishment's amazing. Whatever happened with that new Infernoid support? Did we finally get it? Are those cards any good? Unexpected Die, what a slammer.
Effectively quite a good card later throughout Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Melody of Awakening Dragon. I'm very scared of Galaxy Eye's Full Armor Photon Dragon just because Gage already has Dark Matter, so hopefully he doesn't pull this. Then moving on down to the
gotta be worried.
Zephyr cards. We have Debiati, which is like one of the best.
If I get the full armor for the Dragon Rulers, bro, it's a free stack and then a pop, and then I get to make the Dark Matter Dragon. It's so good.
Decent Ghost Ogres in here. This is like, aside from Valor, one of Yu-Gi-Oh's first
powerful. Galaxy Cyclone, I remember, was super hyped back in the day too. I've always liked Galaxy Cyclone as a card, but it's one of those ones that just happened to, like, fall short. This was, like, sort of like during the era where getting cards with, like multiple effects, being able to use them from the graveyard again was sort of like a really cool novelty. I remember Breakthrough Skill was still really neat at the time. I still like that card.
Sort of like started the trend of more.
Wasn't Ogre the first ghost girl?
We also have Annoying Pulse, which is very annoying if Shadal actually was able to summon it. We have Clearwing Synchro Dragon. Galaxy Cyclone, or Oracle of Zephyr is an amazing field spell. Jar of Avarice is like, okay, and then Purple Dante was also quite strong too. Surprisingly enough, though, the commons are actually quite strong in this set. I mean, there's Lizard Draw, there's Edge of Chain, there's like just support for a bunch of other archetypes. Fiend Griefing, we got like the Trap Monsters. More importantly for me, we
Fiend
have
Griefing,
like
what a card, bro. Could you imagine if we had Fiend Griefing for our Labyrinth deck for Saga? I would never lose. Nah, I'd still probably lose.
Overall, like I said,
it's a good card,
not
though.
The best set, but there are some decent cards in here. And speaking of decent cards, maybe we'll pull some in
Astral Pack 6.
So let's open up the first pack, see if we get anything good. Summoner's Art's not bad, but I'm not really sure if there's a ton that we can.
What did we played on Edison Ladder the other day, and somebody tried to pull. He tried so hard to pull off some Van Dalgion stuff. He tried really hard. I think we ended up stomping him, poor guy.
Do with it. Second pack, anything good here?
We got another one, dude. Make it happen, Alex. Come on.
Nightmare, which is really sad because it'd be cool if we
play some Van Dalgions.
The last pack. Nothing too great. In any case,
Amazon of the Seas, holy smokes!
Of Crossed Souls. I like this pack. Pretty sure this was the first official release.
Oh! By the way, Sam is a great editor. He gets a lot of stuff done really quickly, and he gets it done really well. That's who edits our progression series. A lot of people ended up, like, going crazy over this edit. It's a nice jump cut. It's cute. I'll point it out again, just because it's sexy.
Great. In any case, let's go ahead and crack open 24 packs of
Crossed Souls.
Wow, cute. Wow. Jump cut between the two words. Fantastic. Everyone went ballistic over this, though, bro. It's a jump cut. Well placed, but it's a jump cut.
This pack. Pretty sure this was the first official release of Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. One of my favorite Ghost girls. I actually really like the artwork of it. Huge fan. We got 24 packs of Crossed Souls, though. Let's see what we can pull from it. Please be some bangers. Pack number 1. Phantom Griffin. Why is this in this pack? 2000 attack vanilla.
Was this a card naturally in the set? I don't remember ever pulling this in Crossed Souls when I had it. Was this like an import? I think this is like some kind of import, like an OCG import, right? Can anybody confirm?
This is a worse Gene Warp Warwolf. Oh, wow. We got the Ghost Rare in pack number We got the Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. As far as it goes, that's actually a pretty good pull, I'm not going to lie. The Lizard Draw is
Ghost
also
Rare
nice for
shit.
a lot of Pendulum Soup type
Okay, well, to be fair, okay. Clear Wing Synchro Dragon's not a bad card. It's just really restrictive. It's only useful in like really, really hyper-specific scenarios. As for a generic Synchro, it's a fine pull. We'll take it.
Performa Pals. This is a pretty good pull to have. Oh, wow. Another super rare. Chow Feng, Phantom of the Yang Zing. This card's actually really strong. Funny enough, its first effect, where your opponent can't activate effects of the monster with the same attributes used for Yang Zings.
Putrid Pudding Body
it's the second one where
Buddies.
It's a synchro summon and destroy
Why
the
do I...
card effect.
It's like a fever dream, bro. I don't remember ever seeing these cards. And I lived through this era. I played through this era of the game. I don't remember ever seeing the Putrid Pudding Body Buddies, bro.
As any tuner from deck to hand. Oddly enough, that did come up. That was pretty important for some weird things. I mean, it's a good synchro. As far as cards go in Cross Souls, I'd say that's a pretty good one. This guy here, Swords Master of the Necros, is actually pretty cool because he's just another Necros
Fake
spell,
Madolche,
essentially. His monster
right?
effect allows you to tribute him from hand,
The
or
Zephyr
face up
Saber.
field, and then you can tribute monsters from your hand or field and ritual summon a Necros ritual monster. So you know how we were struggling with ritual spells? This is essentially another one of those if we want to play them.
24 packs of Cross Souls coming right up. I honestly think I want the
Oh, I'm so sorry, by the way. Something got reset and I didn't put back dark
more
mode.
than anything else.
Nobody have a fit. I know I'm not on dark mode. I'm upset about it too.
I think those actually have the strongest staying power out of anything. But let's open the first pack, see if we get anything
Powerful
good. And
Rebirth.
honestly, not too bad to start.
For a
Rebirth
powerful
is like,
man.
okay, Call the Haunted. Signing Deal's fantastic. Stingray and Anguish Pattern. I'm not sure if trap monsters are on the table, but that'd be a sick deck to bring. There is a secret rare in Oracle of Zephyra. I gotta be honest, there are several other secret rares that have been a lot better. This card's okay,
He's right.
but if we don't really have a Zephyr package, there's not.
Honestly, though, Oracle of Zephyra, like, if we get to Pendulum era, well, we are in Pendulum era. Let me not be silly. If we get to a point where Alex has, like, some sort of, like, Zephyra package he can build, remember, even just having, like, an Oracle, a Zephranu, and a Zephyr Divine Strike is really not that bad. Like, that's pretty good.
A lot we can do with it. I think we're getting pretty close on playsets on a lot of the UA stuff, though, so that's good. I think this actually rounds out our playsets of Anguish Pattern.
Yo,
and
Pendulum
Stingray
Rising,
and
by the way.
004. I should check. if
Has
those
anybody ever
strategies
read
are
that
even
card?
on
That
the
card's
Wow,
nuts.
Necros of Sophia. Speaking of Necros, unfortunately, Necros of Sophia is really wacky because its summoning condition is like super bad.
Yeah,
It must
Sophia
be
is,
ritual
like,
summoned by using three
extremely
monsters you control
restrictive.
with different types and cannot be special summoned by other ways. I mean, but you look at the effects and they're pretty strong, right? Discard a card and a Necros, your opponent can't special summon from the extra deck during this phase, and then also when it's ritual summoned, it banishes all other cards on the field and graveyard. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Can't normal summon set the turn you activate this effect, so you can't even use man juice to get your way to it. It's so restrictive. This card feels so powerful, but at the end of the day, it is quite hard to use. Harpy Harpist as another super rare. Wow, we're a bit away from the Lord of the
Yeah, we
Tachyon
got pretty
Galaxy
lucky with
support of
hollows
Harpies,
today,
they
but,
really didn't
none
do
of them
too
really
much after that, and
that
they're not gonna do too
fantastic,
much with
right?
Harpist, even though this card's pretty good. Oh wow, Moon Mirror Shield, crazy. This is one of the this is a sealed staple if anybody knows about it, bro. This
Fluffle
card's almost
Crane.
impossible
Do you
to
guys
out in
think you
super
could win the
limited formats.
Fluffle
Another
Crane
Lizard Dog, too.
game? Are
Answer
you guys
that.
good at crane games?
Thoroid, Pyrmias, Pyrmace, whatever. It's bad.
People that say they're good at
Technically,
crane
Thoroid.
games
There's no-
bother me. Because I think I'm good at crane games too. Like, how hard is it to just look? To get in the machine and go, all right, you're looking good there. Maybe I just never win it. Maybe it's
For
just
Hollow,
like you have
Fight
to
for Sheep
you
is
have to be the right
okay.
person.
Again, I think there are some better super rares we could have gotten, but since Gage banned our Should All construct, it's not like we can play Should All Fluffle anyway.
I did,
Well, shouldn't
sorry,
open my
Alex.
Big mouth because there's Fright for
Fright for
Leo.
Leo.
I guess we got both of the Fright for fusions.
How's the volume, by the way,
Zephyr
guys? Is it
News an
good?
okay
Loud
rare,
enough?
though, and there's
I can
a
make it
UA
louder.
penalty box. I actually think that may be our first copy of that. There's another super in Utopia Prime. Utopia Prime's like not the worst card. Honestly, it's probably the most playable super rare we've pulled thus far. But I think I'm more excited about the Signing Deal, the Dreadnought Dunker, and the Deskbot. And there is a Ghost Rare wrong
Volume's
art
perfect.
version of Clear.
Whoa,
Wing
he got
Synchro
the
Dragon.
Ghost Rare
Generic
too.
Synchro, and honestly, this card isn't too bad. It's just
I'm
like
actually
kind of
stoked. We're
niche
coming
where
up on
it's
the
actually
episodes
good,
where
but I guess
Despot
we'll take
becomes
it.
playable.
Generic Synchro is a generic Synchro.
We're really close.
Wow,
Despot
wait,
4
why
is like
are you
really
giving me
strong.
Two Necrons of Sophia. What am I gonna do with that? Zephranu
Unfortunate. Nothing gonna do with those. But Zephrano's like good.
is actually solid. This is our second one I think we pulled. This is a really, really good pendulum.
Jackie,
monster
what's
to be able
up?
to play because if it's pendulum summon, you can add a Yang Zing or Zephyr Spiral Trap, which Zephyr Divine Strike is like an Omni Negate. Pretty strong. I can't believe we pulled multiples of this.
I
I'm
remember
not gonna even use
a
it.
lot of people talked
Coming
about
up on the last
cybernetic
thing here, anything
fusion
being close, I think
support,
that's
the
like my
quick
third
play
copy of
fusion
Green
thing, and
Green
everyone
right
was
there.
like, this
Happy to see
card's
that
gonna be
one.
crazy.
Two Edgem Tomahawks.
OTKs are gonna be
This
everywhere.
card's kinda
It's gonna
sick.
be
Maybe we
miserable.
bring out the fluffles, bro. Who
And it did not
knows?
do anything.
Oh, an ultra.
Shitty common.
Zavraxi. I think Zafranu's oddly better than Zavraxi here. I don't ever remember this card really seeing any play. All right, last pack. Cross Souls. Banger! Ptolemaeus.
Yo, I think I actually didn't get excited enough over this. This is a really sick pull, I think. Ptolemaeus is awesome. It makes for some really, like, unique lines. Like, any rank 4 turns into a rank 5, which could mean, like, endless possibilities. So that's a pretty sick pull. I'm really excited to see that one.
That
And
is
the
a
last
banger.
pack,
That's
too,
a great
nonetheless.
card. All right, altogether, that's a pretty
Stop.
solid opening then, I think. I didn't
Give me
expect
the
to get
win.
anything good in close. This is a good card to get in the very last pack. You know what? I'm happy. I'm quite satisfied, even. Let's just add it to the collection. Let's see what we can do.
if this doesn't already wrap it up, I think we've had full playsets now of Signing Deal and Dunker, and I think we've been set on Rival Rebounder since like the first third of the opening, so I'm happy to see we've playsets of those. That means UA is still potentially on the table, but obviously we need to wait for probably some of their better support to be out for us to actually play it. Let's go through the last pack, see if there's anything.
You got another Leo. What an animal.
Another card I'm probably not going to end up playing. Second to last pack, another penalty box is okay, but I think we still need like Foolish Burial Goods or something for that to be really good. Last pack, anything crazy? Another Super Rare and Drag Cake, but I don't think we have BA whatsoever playable, so it is what it is. Honestly, I'm probably just going to save it. We got what we wanted in terms of like the UA stuff. We have the Despot stuff. We had like an okay pull. I don't think there was anything worth respinning for in this. So we'll just add it to the collection.
Yeah, as he said, like Cross Soul, there's not a lot you want to like reroll for. Like getting an Ogre would be nice, but it's not fantastic. I also think like considering a lot of these cards like in the later era of the game, like we have to consider our rerolls. And if we really want to use them, a lot of cards get reprinted a lot quicker now in this era of the game. So maybe it's just better to wait.
Let's get to building.
The last time we brought Necros again. Let me explain. Some of the things that had to change, rather than me talking about it in the video, I'll just skip through it. Some of the things that had to end up changing is Preparation of Rites went to 1, so we had to cut it to 1. Not a huge deal. It was really sucky because that was our way to get back our mirrors from the graveyard. We had a problem where we ran out of mirrors last time we played it. We still won that duel, but we ran out of mirrors. So to fix that, we added a couple of the Pendulum guy, which is just a couple more extra copies. We got to add Kaleidoscope because we got it on the wheel that week after winning. And that's pretty solid. Instant Fusion's a new addition to be able to pair with any level 4, like a Manju or something, to be able to make a rank 4. Cards like Chain, Exciton, Emerald, stuff like that, really strong. Triple Gore's Emissary Darkness is super cool, especially when we're not playing back row at all. Like, this thing is almost guaranteed to come down, like, every single time. Hopefully it causes an issue. And then the Djinn, Releaser of Rituals. I really, really hope to pull this off at least once. Bring back a little bit of nostalgia. Outside of that, what has changed? Not a whole hell of a lot. Yeah, everything seems to be the same there. Instant Fusion is just slowly, like, I wish I was dead, and I were coming to the consensus that Instant Fusion is a crazy, crazy card that we have available to us at the moment. The fact that it's at 3, but also, like, we have Thousand Eyes Restrict. Which is typically banned in this format, like banned in like the traditional game. But since we're playing traditional, we have it at 1. So Instant Fusion also just happens to be like really, really efficient removal for like Thousand Eyes Restrict. So not only that, again, an extra level 4 to be able to make chains or anything, some XYZs. It really does look good. I like this list a lot. You don't pronounce Jin with the D. Well, I'll pronounce Jin however I want to pronounce it, Mr. Crime Fighter. But yeah, I like the list. I had a lot of fun playing this last time, so I wanted to try it again. It's a little bit hindered with 1 Trishula and 1 Brio, but we can make it work, right? I'm the greatest the game's ever seen. All right, let's see what Alex played. Alex played a stinker. Alex played a total stinker. He played Trap Monsters. And I'm going to be honest, you will realize I read a lot of these cards throughout the episode. I didn't know they existed. This is one of those things that I got hit with blindsided. I never knew. So Alex is playing like essentially Trap Monster, utilizing a new card, Statue of Anguish Pattern. Statue of Anguish Pattern is just extremely strong. This card is just a big, beefy booty boy with 2,500 defense, but also when you summon another Trap Monster, you get to pop a card on the field. So it's pretty fucking crazy. The other Trap Monsters, I'm not going to lie, they're not that impressive. There's cards like Zoma the Spirit, which burns if it's destroyed by battle. White Stingray simply just can't be destroyed by battle, but it's got like 1,900 attack. It's a Gemini elf. It's not so bad. And then Curse and Tiki Soul. These ones are, I think, like the worst of the two. One like protects and then one resets or something like that. Some of the stinky thing he's got though is like Jeff pointed out, like Valor being a level 1 tuner. These guys actually have like huge levels. Like, Anguish Pattern's a 7 for some reason, so Anguish plus Valor is a Stardust Dragon, which is really gross. But also the levels matter because, like, the Calculator is this cute tech. Since these things have such huge levels for no damn reason, like Reflex Slime's a 10, the Calculator can get really fucking big really quick. Out of nowhere, too. Just be like on normal summon, like a 4,000 attack normal summon or something crazy like that. Yeah, this is a really smart decision from him, I'm going to be honest. Like, this is something I was not totally prepared for, but I'm playing Necros, right? I have a lot of really efficient cards just in general. We still might be able to serve a pretty good choice. Really also depends on the coin flip. If I can win the coin flip and, like, set up first or do something crazy, we could win. His side deck is looking scary though, right? Like, especially if we're a Necroz duelist. Necro Valley kind of shits on our mirrors, as well as trying to use Shirt from banishing it. Mask of Restrict is just disastrous. The rest of them, not so much. Triple Mirror Force? Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. All right.
Sweet Gage brought a deck that I could not conceivably comprehend him bringing to a duel, and so today, for this episode, I'm going to do the exact same thing, and with some of the new cards that we pulled as well. Welcome to Trap
Tsukiyomi
Monsters.
is diabolical in this, though, I will say. Being able to reset a monster, get it back there again.
We will see how
diabolical.
So for those who are unfamiliar, Statue of Anguish pattern is sort of the card that brought this deck together. Basically, when a trap monster is summoned, you're actually able to just target a card on the field and destroy it, which turns all these other cards, which are, let's be honest, basically terrible, into immediate +1s, which is actually crazy considering the fact that you can use multiple pops per Statue of Anguish pattern, so it's not a once per turn in the fact that you could summon multiple guys for multiple
You don't have to hear this, guys.
We can put that our trap
Talkie Man.
Can
we get some Talkie Man emotes in chat?
I feel like
oh wow, he didn't take nearly as long to do that, bro. He kind of flew through them. What's the time frame?
This deck was really solid. Solid rocks. You get it, Marco. You get it. Solid rocks, brother.
1140s when he started. It was like 4 minutes. Damn, bro, that might be the quickest SEMO deck profile on Earth. Yo, Wacko, thanks for the sub, bro. I appreciate it, man. Monthly sub locked and loaded. Much love. Welcome back, dude. 7 whole months. Happy to have you. All right. Talkie Man talks us through it. Let's get into game 1. I'll pull up. Let me pull up Dueling Book. Hold on. Hold, please. Hold on, guys. Give me just a sec. Yeah, okay. Yo, Leo. Oh, my God. What's going on, handsome? Is that Leo, creator of the viral VTuber clip on Twitter? I cannot believe it. Crazy. All right, folks. I miss you, bud. All right, so we're getting into game 1 of Progression Series here. Let's see how it pans out. This is our opening grip. So let's examine our opening hand for game 1. We'll talk about it for a minute, and then we'll hop over and see what we end up doing. Obviously, Alex playing his trap monsters. He is going first. This is our opener. It feels like it's everything we could ever want. Keep in mind, like, Kaleidoscope is really strong. Unfortunately, we don't have, like, the Broken Herald of Arclight to pair with it, which would have made it actually absurd. But this gets us to every, like, phallus that we want, right? We can go summon Manju. We can pick up any of our rituals. We can pick up the Bryonic, trade it for another warrior. We have the Shrit for the full tribute. Any summon like that. Looks pretty good to me, I'm not going to lie, right? So Alex has a pretty simple play. Just set 4, card, draw 2. You're going to see that. We draw into Decisive Armor, which opens up even more plays, right? Like, leading with Decisive Armor to start picking at this back row to see what it is pretty good. Let's see how I react, because I think I immediately take a read that it's Chain Burn, because I'm familiar with this opening, right? But that also can dictate how we play the turn. So let's see how it plays out. Just a second.
Your and I's souls are crossed, considering we have been tied at the hip every Monday for the past almost 4 years now. How you feeling about crossed souls, buddy?
Maybe you're just my soulmate, bud. Did you ever think about that?
Maybe.
Cute.
I'm touched,
we are
truly.
crossed souls, bro. No, I like this set, bro.
That's
It brought
my boy,
back a lot of
bro.
memories.
Honestly,
I
that's
remember
my
this being,
homie.
like, the debut of Ghost Ogre and Snow
Yeah.
Rabbit.
You
And
tell
it
the
brought
homies
back,
you
like,
love him,
all
right,
these rushing
chat?
memories of how much
Always
people
tell the
wanted
homies
it,
you
bro.
love
That
'em.
card was so sought after when it was on release. I remember everyone was like, "Is it actually good, or is it the best card ever released?" This was a fun set to open. This was
Love
also the
you.
release
Love
of
you
Cosmo
too,
stuff, wasn't it?
No.
I think we're right around the corner.
We're right around the corner. I think it's the next core set, Clash of Rebellion. So we're very close. We're very close. It's everything leading up to that, though. Some other interesting stuff. Some Prog favorites in this set, as a matter of fact. I know, because I had to go over it. We have some Despot support.
All right, yeah, shut up.
I'm going to take first. I rolled the die. Let's see how it goes. And it looks like I am successful. Feeling pretty good about that. I think we're going to take first. No gimmicks here this time. Although, you know, jury's still out depending on what deck that we're playing, if going first or second's good.
Yeah.
And looking at this hand, I think it's exactly what I want to see. We'll go draw, standby main. We're going to set 1. We're going to set 2. We're going to set 3. We're going to set 4. And you know we're normal summoning.
Wait, you can't see it. You can't even see it. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. We're watching this the wrong way. You didn't even get to see my whole reaction there, bro. I'm going through the 8 stages of grief in like a matter of 10 seconds, and you just didn't even get to see it.
We're going to set 1. We're going to set 2. We're going to set 3. We're going to set 4. And you know we're normal summoning the card here, buddy.
Oh my god. Bro, please flip Solidarity. Let me.
I even told him, I'm like, come on, bro. Come on. Tell me you ran that shit back. Okay, so obviously we think it's like Chain Burn or something like that. Going up against any deck against set 4 back row, I don't have back row removal. I don't feel fantastic about it. The best thing I can possibly do is start slowly chipping at it away. I think the play that I have in mind is I want to try to get this decisive armor to pick off one back row or force his hand in another one so I can end up summoning Trishula and hopefully knocking out a card from his hand, card from his graveyard, and another face down, right? Because I can do both in the one turn. That's the goal. So let's see how we approach it.
Let me see that it did pan out. Let me see you got the wrong deck again. All right, bro, we'll go standby.
Obviously, we're looking at him at Fiendish Chain. That's the one big thing is Fiendish Chain could slow us down a little bit.
I mean, I'm a little scared. 4 back row, I can only assume with the smile on your face that it is probably Chain Burn, bro. And you will be.
I didn't even know he was smiling, by the way. I don't even get to see his camera. I just had a big assumption that he was cheesing.
This is a tough one, Alex. Damn.
Tough one. It's turn 1. Game 1.
I know. Yeah, but I mean, as soon as I show you the deck I'm working with, you'll realize the infinite possibilities that I'm working with. I guess they all start off this way, so I should probably just rip off the Band-Aid. I'll normal summon Manju of the 10,000.
Oh my god. You're back
the
on
man of
this.
many hands, bro. The man of many hands.
I bet you could.
Can you even picture 10,000 hands, chat? Just take a moment and say, picture how many hands 10,000 hands. That's 5,000 people worth of hands. Assuming everyone has 2 hands. And that's on one guy. That's on one guy. I'll just throw it out there. This guy's capable. Get this guy in construction. He'd go nuts. Why he's capable of what? I don't capable of a lot. Just capable of a lot. Capable of making me come. He probably only needs one hand to do that. I do.
Yeah, that's probably fine. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. I will go add from deck to hand. I will pick up my Necroz of Brionic.
Yep.
I'm going to use the effect of Necroz of Brionic.
Okay. Like we said, we're gonna start by getting this decisive armor out.
Shocker.
And then we're going to follow it up with the Trishula. That's the game plan. That's what we're setting up right now.
Don't we have some hits to this deck and you're still on this?
Hey, yeah, you realize the deck that I pulled was already severely hit, bro.
I'm pretty sure, like, isn't prep at 1 now or something?
It is.
Okay, all right. I thought prep going to 1 would make you never want to play this deck again, but clearly I was off the mark there.
All right, man. I'll start with using Colossalus too.
Sure.
In the hand, pick up a Necroz spell trap. I'll grab me a Necroz Mirror.
Okay, kind of Trish and Mirror, sure.
Yes, Trish Mirror. All right, Alex. I'm ready to start doing some rituals here. Let's hope your chain links don't go too high. I'm going to use the effect of Zephyr Saber's Swordmaster.
So I also think I realize at this moment, too, that if I do blow my load, which I end up going for, I can kill him this turn. If it's Chain Burn, like, I realistically have to worry about Dim Wall or something, and hopefully Decisive Armor takes care of it. But I can kill him this turn if it is just Chain Burn, and he doesn't have a way to stop the battle phase.
The Necroz. New guy that
this
came out
new.
today. Yeah, he's kind of cool, actually. You know my little trouble of having not enough mirrors? Well, this guy's technically a mirror, so I can tribute him and another Necroz here, or like the levels up to it. So I'll tribute Shurit from the hand, and I'll use this to ritual summon Necroz of Decisive Armor.
Sure.
Would it have changed something
I
to
will
not
trigger my
go
Shurit.
all in here?
Yeah, that's
That's
kind of neat. I feel like
looking at the grip, right? So okay, like let's watch how the turn goes, and then we'll discuss afterwards if it would have changed anything.
Like, maybe they played one of these back in original Necros days, but I feel like this wasn't that
I feel like
common.
it didn't come up. Yeah, I feel like it didn't come up to enough. Like,
I feel like the
you have
deck
to
was
think-
just good enough.
Yeah,
You
right. You have to
didn't
think
need
you
it.
have technically infinite mirrors. Like, if your board's empty, you just search another one. Let's go. I don't have a lot of warrior options. It's crazy. Okay, well, I guess off of my Shuret. Oh, it has to be a ritual. Okay, I got it. All right, I'm going to add a Necros of Colossus from deck to hand.
Sure, I was gonna say you only have like 3 total.
Yeah. Okay, this is all good here.
Yep, you're fine.
All right, I'll use Decisive Armor. Let's pop this. I forget which one I ended up getting. Oh,
got a
Zoma
good
the
feeling
Spirit.
about
Objectively, the worst hit. I'll throw it out there. Like, any of the other cards would have been better. This does not force his hand. I don't even think he negates it here. He just kind of lets it go. Because why would you, right? So, if it was anything, this would have probably been better. Like, something to even just make him
yeah, I guess
consider
this will
keeping it.
reveal what I'm up to. Sure. It banishes, right? Destroying if you do banish it. Yeah.
Yes.
You hit my Zoma the Spirit.
What are you? It's always something with you, bro.
Yeah, I just don't know
can
what he's
never,
on
like,
at this point.
Actually, figure out what you're playing. Now you're on Zoma the
I
Spirit.
gotta keep you on your toes, Gage. I gotta
Dude.
keep you on your toes.
What year is this? I cannot believe this. All right. I'm gonna activate Necros of Kaleidoscope here. Okay.
You didn't have this before, did you?
I
Oh,
did.
you picked this up with a wild card. That's
I
right.
did. Yep. I gotta send
right,
a
okay.
big boy, Alex. A big boy, and I know one.
It took me, behind the scenes, it took me 5 minutes to properly resolve Necros Kaleidoscope. I feel like a bozo. I ended up reading this card wrong. I thought I could send, like, one card to be able to summon one. Or what did I do? I did something really silly that just did not work. Oh, because you can't summon some of the Necrozes with the exact, like, levels. They have to use, like, different levels. So I ended up having to, like, figure out, like, I don't know math, bro.
Large man descent.
It took me 5 minutes to figure out how to properly resolve this.
9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I do got a 12. I'm gonna send the Barboid, the ultimate battle machine.
I remember them playing this. Yeah.
Big level 12 guy. You know, I couldn't afford the Quasar Dragon, not in the budget. But we'll
Sure.
summon both.
I was a
Colossus and
Dragon
Trishula.
Master Knight guy myself, personally.
All right, we're gonna
Okay.
go Trishula effect.
I will Fiendish Chain Trish.
Sure, that's fine. I guess that's actually not fine. I really don't like that, but we'll live with it.
God, like, could you imagine if this resolved here? Could you imagine if, like, Decisive Armor forced his hand on Fiendish Chain, and then we used the Trishula, we hit any of these other back rows, and then we got lucky and hit this Dark Hole? I think the game would have been over.
Your last card in hand is Mirror, 'cause I know you added it off the Wows.
Yes, you do. I guess I don't got too much else to do then, right? I'm going to battle phase. Let's get there.
Where's March of the Rituals, huh?
Yeah, we'll go 1200 to start with Colossus. Little guy, gonna get me
Yeah, that's fine.
through. 14, Manju.
14's fine.
33. This one's not making it through.
I'll take it.
Oh,
He's a big chonker. I was not happy about it, but
Still would have to deal with the
I did not expect
anguish.
to make it like this. Okay.
I could make it happen.
Funny thing is, bro, is
I could figure it out.
Colossus still
If that's
has a
all
quick-
I got to deal with, I could
It
deal
does.
with that.
Good card. Go ahead. Let me see what you got.
all right, better have a quick effect to negate spells and traps.
Yeah, like, this is super unfortunate. Like, this was an all-in move to go for game. He played trap monsters, so looking at this wouldn't have been lethal even if we hit the right one. But if we did get luckier instead of hitting Zoma the Spirit, or we were, again, able to force his hand with Fiendish Chain with the Decisive Armor, I think we would have been ending in a much better spot. Like, if this Trishula actually resolved, like, I feel like we still would have been in this game, like, reasonably.
Don't. That sucks. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, unfortunately, I probably don't have to show you it, but that, like, absolutely just demolishes any sort of plays we had. We committed everything we had into making this Necros board, which was a lethal push, but also was able to, like, put together a huge advance play, right? It was able to, like, hopefully equalize our advantage and take control, but didn't do any of that. We got roasted by a big dark hole. Alex's big dark hole. So, like, looking, I guess the only thing that could have been possible that would have been different is what? Like, to use Mirror and banish the Strategist instead. And if I would have banished the Strategist, I could have just summoned Trishula and banish. That would not have been lethal on board, though. If everything else went according to plan, that wouldn't have been lethal. But that would allow us to keep this Colossus for next turn. And the question is that worth it? Does that matter? keeping the Colossus might have allowed us to, like, get to cycle. But then again, if this board gets cleared, right, like, these mirrors do the same thing that Colossus does in the graveyard. So I don't think committing all this was still a bad play, right? Like, if I had Colossus in hand and I still got this board wiped, I would still not be in any sort of state to come back from a Dark Hole. So I think this is defensible to go for game here. Just try to put all in and just go for it.
All right, cool. I am going to set 2 more cards to my field. And I know your hand is a mirror, interestingly enough.
Mind Crush. Call Mirror. You won't do it. You can't call mine. You can't Mind Crush. You don't have a hand.
Well, what's funny is, I know you have Mirror, you can bring Trish back, but you can't Trish me because I don't have a hand, so that kind of works out in my favor here.
Cycle's the one that brings back from grave.
Oh, Cycle brings back.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Mirror's the one that banishes materials from grave.
Mirror banishes to summon. Okay, thank you. Sorry. It's been a while. My
that's all right.
Necron's ritual spell knowledge is a bit off. I mean, unfortunately, you can still search it. So what can you draw? That would just be a disaster for me. A lot of
Not much. A lot of stuff has to pair.
I think I just have to pass. I think I have to be patient.
All right, I'll draw. Stand by me. I'm going to use the Kaleidoscope.
Yep.
I'll banish itself, and I will banish a Colossus. I don't even know what I draw. I'm going to be honest. Oh, I drew a Unicorn. Okay, which Unicorn's like solid, right? Gets me any card from the graveyard, which could mean getting back Decisive Armor, which I think that's what I do. I think I go Unicorn, I pick back up Decisive Armor, and I try to use it again. Trishula's not going to do anything because he doesn't have a hand, and he's going to consistently play around it. So if I'm able to stick the Decisive Armor, and again, start picking off back row, maybe we can win this game. It's lethal if it gets through here. So, but at this point, you can already see the writing on the wall. This is a lockdown here. These 4 cards, like just alone, statue plus something else, takes us out of the game. So we're going to be going to game 2 in a very short amount of time. Cycle. And I don't think there's a way to avoid this. I'm looking back on this and like going all in seemed a little bit greedy in the turn 1 there, but realistically, I don't think there's a way that anything would have changed had I not gone all in. So, yeah, my main deck doesn't have any back row removal besides the inherent Decisive Armor and like the Trishula to do it on their own, like the stuff that's already baked in deck. However, you did see our side deck. We are really, really well equipped. We have multiple wiretaps and the such, cards like Forbidden Lance and stuff. We have a lot of options to be able to see in the game too. You did accurately point out that I can't do much with Trishula because the big man needs you to have a card in hand.
I mean, Trish is still big, to be fair.
He's still big, yeah. I'm like weirdly concerned because you're playing like real back row. Why are you doing that? Like,
why am I playing real I mean, I know as much as you want me to play
Yeah,
Rock
so
Sun
at this
again,
point, I still think he's on Chainburn for some reason.
I think this is the play here.
Because I still think I saw Zoma the Spirit, but like Fiendish Chain's like a real back row card, right? So I still think for some reason I think he's on Chainburn, but
Core's hand effect.
Sure.
I'm going to add back a Necros from graveyard.
Okay.
I'm going to pick back up my Decisive.
but that's because I don't think I'm too well versed in the trap
Mirror.
monsters.
I'm going to banish this Shirt.
So I know your hand is Cycle Decisive.
Cycle
Armor.
Decisive.
That is fine. And then on res, I have something here. Well, you have your Chain Link for sure, if you have a target, I think.
It wasn't tributed. It was banished.
Oh, it's banished. Okay. In that case, then.
Yeah, and then Anguish just takes us out of the game here.
Out of the bag. I'm going to activate Statue of Anguish Pattern.
Give me a second. I must read. Level 7 rock with big stats. Can't be targeted. Why you control another trap monster?
Yo, by the way, why does this just have the additional text where he can't be targeted by your opponent's card effects? That is fucking annoying, let me tell you. Annoying.
Oh, and it's a Dryden.
Yeah. So
I'm reading all this other stuff just to get angry at the last line of text. Yeah, okay,
the important part of this is if I summon another trap monster, I get to target a card on the field and destroy it.
Yeah,
so, you know what? So we're going to get this guy out here, and then we're going to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and get our Tiki Curse out onto the
If
field.
summoned
We'll
this
trigger our
way,
Anguish.
how the hell else are you summoning it? With magical hats. Figured it out.
Pattern, and we'll pop your Decisive Armor.
PSCT, very important. Integral.
Not the Tiki Curse. Okay, all right.
And I can actually put the stats for these guys, too. This is sick.
Bro, I'm kind of upset. Damn, I'm kind of screwed. That's the end of my Yu-Gi-Oh turn. I guess I'll use this mirror. I'll banish the mirror and this pendulum guy. You know what? I don't even think he's supposed to be in the graveyard, that guy.
This is supposed to be an extra deck, right? If you tribute a card from your hand, like for this would go to the extra deck, right? I think some people were saying it did not. It would go to the graveyard. I don't think that's Is that right? Tribute from hand goes to graveyard? Oh my god, no. The game state has been destroyed. It doesn't change anything, but now I know.
That's
he
where
was
he goes.
tributed, yeah, so he actually does go there. That's relevant.
You know,
That's relevant.
Yeah. So I'll banish that in the Colossus. I'll pick up another
Sure.
spell trap here. I'll pick up another mirror from the deck.
Demand a replay, right?
I'm gonna end my turn. Go ahead.
All right, you got plenty of spells. I gotta like close the game out here. We'll go 18.
Yep. Huge damage. Okay.
I will set another card. Over to you. Only Anguish Pattern actually had attack points. That'd be nice.
Yikes, bro. Go ahead.
Draw.
This is the one thing that starts to matter. Alex and myself, I didn't think about it. He starts setting the continuous spells into the back row. So back in the day, trap monsters, when they're treated as monsters, they still occupy a spell trap zone when they're played. That's how it was for the longest time. I'm pretty sure until eldlich cards came around, that's how they always behaved. They would always occupy a spell trap zone in the back. Alex proceeds to not do that. I don't think we discussed it before. We've been, if you watch the series, we've been playing under the new master rule. We don't draw for turn 1. So I think he just ended up saying, like, since we're playing under the new master rule, we kind of just abided by those rules. I think they're in the comments here. Yeah. Originally, trap monsters occupied both and a spell trap zone. This was changed in 2021. So they only occupied a monster zone when active. Paleozoic trap monsters, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he always talks about paleo. And then he talks about these the scenarios. Game 1, it didn't matter. I'm losing this game. I lost this game 2 turns ago. There's nothing I can draw that can get me out of there. I've literally used all my resources this entire match. So this game doesn't matter. But in the game 2, he does it again, and I don't think it matters there either. But I think the excuse is that we've been doing the new master rule, so it doesn't particularly matter. It's okay. I would have let it slide anyways.
18.
I'll be honest, if you ask me, like, this makes the most sense too. Like, if you were to ask a Yu-Gi-Oh player, I think back in the day, the most obvious thing to make sense is that a trap monster, when it's treated as a monster, is no longer also a trap card. It doesn't occupy that spot. I think that would make a lot of sense to a lot of players anyways, so.
All right, big 18, I will summon the Emissary of Darkness.
Drew the Emissary.
This is huge for us, though. We do get the
Unfortunately, I don't
Emissary.
expect this to stay around too long.
But you
is
take
where you
one
flip
little
another
look at
one
what
of these
again
guys
what
and
Alex
just,
has,
lose on
and
the spot.
it doesn't really
I
matter.
don't expect this to stay
Summoning a
around too
dude
long.
just is not going to save
This
me
is where
here.
you flip up another one of these guys, and I just I lose him on the spot.
Go ahead.
Stay in my main. What does it say? Another trap card that is a monster battles an opponent's monster. That doesn't include itself, right?
It says another, so no, it does not
So
include
yeah.
itself.
Okay, so I can. All right, I'm gonna attempt to go battle phase.
Sure.
I'll attack your Tiki Curse with my 1800 token.
I am going to activate Imperial Custom.
Jesus Christ, another card I gotta read. What does this do face up? Bro, come on, man, no! Yeah, I mean...
So with Imperial Custom up, you cannot destroy a continuous... Well, actually, all continuous traps. So if you had continuous traps, yours would be counted in that.
Yeah. Okay, so my dude donks off of it. I'll go attack into your Tiki Curse for damage at least.
I will activate Abyss Stingray.
Nah, of course you will, bro. Yeah.
And that will trigger my Anguish Pattern. And I'll pop it.
Yeah. Oh, man. Dude, I'm getting annihilated. What the heck? All right, man.
Yeah. Like I said, it didn't matter. Like, being able to pop there, even if he didn't have Abyss Stingray in the back row, right? Like, what happens is he goes next turn, and he can even just switch the Anguish to attack to get over this. He's got options. He has Metal Reflex Slime. He could just flip the Metal Reflex Slime.
Main phase 2. I'm going to activate the Necros cycle.
Okay.
I'm going to tribute this Chariot from hand, and I'm going to reborn this Decisive Armor from the graveyard.
Again, going for Decisive again because it's really all I've got. And then he has another Trap Monster to be able to pop the Decisive Armor.
Of course.
And it sucks because, like, even if this Decisive Armor sticks, right? The best case scenario, this Decisive Armor sticks. I can't even hit any of the monsters on the field. I cannot address his board. I have to go after Imperial Custom. So, like, any of his back row, if he has another Trap Monster still, I'm still losing the Decisive Armor. It just, this was really like an uphill battle at this point.
Let me get my Chariot search. Not that it matters. I don't think I have any targets. I don't. I'm out of targets.
Add a Chariot targets too if it added insult to injury.
I'm tired of it. I'm going to give you this one.
And then I just give him the game there. I'm like, I'm not coming back. Yeah. Like, that game was lost like 2 turns ago. I still think him setting the Stingray, even if it occupied an additional zone, I still think it didn't matter at the end, at the end of it. So, altogether, he earned it fair and square. It's fine. That was tough. But now here, like, look, let me go back. Take a look at our deck profile, right? Like, our side deck, it looks great. MST, Wiretap, Forbidden Lance. Like, these are all really, really good cards against his deck, right? And MST is, like, really, really good, right? So signing all these cards in, I'm obviously going to feel like a million times better. I'm going to be like, okay, I'm prepared for this now. Let's see what our second let's see what our second opening grip is, though. Okay. So here's our second opening grip. This is powerful. This is a lot of combo potential. It takes me behind. Well, here, let's get into the next game. Let me just describe it. It takes me a solid 10 minutes behind the scenes. I'm sitting here, I'm plundering this hand because I'm thinking about it, and I go, oh my god, I can Jin lock him with this hand. It is super greedy to Jin lock him with this hand, but I can do it. So I have the idea. I run through the plays. I go, I did see Dark Hole from Alex, which sucks. The card's at 2, something I might have to respect. However, best case scenario, assume that I pull off the Jin lock and Alex has every trap card that he possibly could imagine in his hand. He has everything. We'll even say Fiendish Chain or whatever, right? He has like all the trap monsters and chain. He can't play the game under a Jin lock. Like, he just can't. Like, you can't summon any monsters and stuff like that. Like, his entire strategy goes to shit if the Jin lock resolves. So I end up just going, fuck it. I'm not like, my hand, I didn't open any of my side deck cards that would have helped, like Wiretap or MST. Let's just go all in. Let's see if it resolves. Looking back on it, it probably wasn't the right play. Looking back on it, I'd even say it definitely wasn't the right play. It's an extremely greedy play for a really, like, marginal payoff. Like, if it actually works, great, but it loses to a lot. It quite frankly, it loses to a lot. So I get tunnel vision on it. I say it looks fun. I'm going to go for it. The alternative play would be to, what is the alternative play? I think it's just like set up a Valkyrus, draw more cards or something like that. I think that's what I start with. I start with the Valkyrus and then I end up drawing it, and it draws me into the combo. So let's see how I do. Look, I'll admit, you always have your moments, Mr. Simo, with the craziest decks that you bring up, but I feel adapted to it going into
Yeah, I don't give him
so
enough credit,
like
I said.
Might be able
Sometimes
to
Alex
really
comes up with some,
make
like, wacky ideas, or he
That's
just
true.
knows stuff
Possible.
from
I'm
his,
feeling
like,
great. The fact that we want
just
to
vast knowledge of the game. He just knows a lot.
This
So
Necron
he's able
deck
to, like,
is
come
like
up with these
Dragon
decks I've
Ruler
never heard
2.0
of.
over here for you, but we'll see how it goes. What are you picking, buddy?
I'm going to go first, man. Weird. Have a hard time letting you set a couple back row first. I just don't think that's safe, so.
I don't know. You can try to set up going second. That might look pretty good for you, too.
I think
But,
this
all
is
right,
pretty
let's see what you got.
here. We'll see what we can do with this. All right, Alex, I'll start my turn with Rhoda. And off of my Rhoda, I will pick up the Strategist of the Necroz.
Seen him a lot.
Good start. I'm going to go for Necroz Cycle.
Sure.
I will pitch my Shirt from hand, and I will summon this Necroz of Valkyrus.
Yeah, it's big.
Yep, I'll use Shirt's ability.
That's fine.
I guess I'll pick up Necroz of Brionic here.
Seems good.
Yeah, it's a good warrior. I'm going to use Necroz of Valkyrus' effect. I'm going to tribute
Sack him off,
himself,
draw a card.
yeah, and this Decisive Armor.
Yeah, so the Decisive Armor turn 1 isn't going to do anything. I can get it back with Cycle. That's the idea. I'm trying to look for a solid turn 1 play. Because, like, if I pass with nothing and Alex goes, okay, anyways, set 5, like, I lose the game. You guys saw my hand. My hand can't beat that. So I've got to do some type of, like, turn 1 play. I tried to draw 2 more cards here. Again, see those wiretaps, those MSTs, those side deck cards that might be able to do something. And I forget what I think I ended up drawing into, like, the ability to make the Jin lock. And that's when I made the decision, like, I'm going to go for this. Okay, so add Brio. Valkyrus effect, draw 2. There's the Unicorn. That was the other 4 that I needed to be able to make the full combo, I think, or something like that. Like, this guy in particular being able to pull back Colossus from the graveyard. Oh, how did this open it up? This opened it up somehow. I'm able to pull back something with this to be able to pull off the lock. So let's see. It was at that point when I saw the 2 draws, I was like, I'm going for it. If it works, it works. But, all right, I'm going to activate another Rhoda.
Sure.
I'm going to add Necroz of Colossus from deck to hand here.
Okay. So hand is Klaus Brio.
Yep, Klaus Brio. I am going to utilize the Necroz Cycle in my graveyard. I'm going to banish itself and this Valkyrus. I'm going to add from deck to hand another Mirror. I'm going to pick up Necroz Mirror from deck to hand here.
Mirror,
is Jin
Klaus
banned at this
Brio.
point, or can you not play more than
Imagine
1?
not
No, they won't. I'm going to activate another Necroz of Brionic here.
Jin's not banned, but you only play 1 because you can dump it off a chain.
With this Necroz of Brionic, I'm going to pick up this Necroz of Colossus.
Your only copy of Brionic, just to clarify.
Yes, yes. I'll pitch this Colossus to add a mirror from deck to hand, so I'm going to add the Kaleidoscope. I am going to activate the Necroz Mirror. I'm going to banish Shirt from the graveyard, and I'm going to summon Unicorn.
Okay.
I'm going to activate Instant Fusion. I'm going to pay 1,000.
Okay.
I'm going to summon Carbonala Warrior. I'm going to
Sure.
overlay these into Lavalval Chain.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm going to use the effect of Chain.
Yeah, and then, like, he Valors here. A lot of people ended up saying, like, oh, he cheated. Like, why did you let him, like, take his Valor after you dumped the Djinn? It doesn't matter. You guys see the Dark Hole in his hand, right? Like, let's not be stupid for a second. Like, he'd be in a better spot if he kept this effect Valor. He'd be looking even better if he kept it. So, yeah, I go to send the Djinn and he ends up Valoring
I'm
me,
going to send the Djinn.
which really fucking
release our
blows.
rituals, and then I'm...
Hold on, sir.
What do you got? No, you don't have a crow.
Hold
You don't
up.
have one.
Hold
What do
up.
you-
No,
do
no,
a
no.
Valor?
Go back to this. Go back to this chain. Yeah, let me think about this.
God, no shot.
Hold
You
on.
held a Valor for the full...
Someone
I
is
was so
shouting out
excited.
your channel in League of Legends. What do you mean by that? Is he telling them to subscribe? Is he any good?
I was like, I'm ready to Djinn
no,
lock you.
we're fucking valoring this. No, we're not letting this
I
happen.
was so excited. I was like, I can't believe it. I get to pull off the... Do you know how long it's been since I pulled off a
In
successful
the
Djinn lock,
pregame
Alex?
chat, he is. I don't know. The match just started. Well, hell yeah, bro. Why is somebody advertising my channel? Thanks for doing the work, I guess, Chief. My man. My man, bro. Just wanted to let you know I find Mr. Zeef's Master Saga to be legit the best it's ever been with your inclusion. Sky Captain, that is very nice, bro. Thank you so much. That actually is genuinely very nice. Thanks, dude. Yo, Mista, if you're in that chat with that guy, tell him I said thanks. Say, hey, the real Nyhmnim says thanks for the thanks for the plug, bro.
Yeah, it's been forever, bro. It feels kind of bad now. Now I just got this stupid 1800 sea serpent looking at me in the face.
And I know your whole hand
Yeah,
because it's Klaus.
go ahead. Go
Kaleido.
ahead. You know?
Oh, don't worry. I will. And I'll take...
Yeah, and you see how bad this turns out. Like, looking at his hand, it almost seemed unwinnable from the start, too. No matter what turn one board I would set up, the Dark Hole literally, like, gobbles it up. Literally gobbles it up. So it's not great. He's pot of greeting for 2 more cards, so he starts off on a +1 as well, which is just, like, typical Alexander Simo things. This game feels like it's gone from the start. I look back on this game, and I'm trying to really think, like, Jin turn 1's defensible, right? Like, it's not a silly play to go all in for that, especially when you look at the state of the rest of my hand. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there ever a world where I just should have passed or, like, not did as much as I did? Yes, you saw Dark Hole last game. Better have it, bro. Better have it. Better have the 1 of 2. I don't know. Like I said, I think the theory of, like, okay, if Alex opens all these trap monsters, you could open the custom. You can open summon limit. You can open all of those. If you just actually can't clear the Djinn lock, 2100 defense Klausulus, the next turn I win. All of a sudden, I'm just summoning another ritual or even normal summoning. You're under a lock. You can't play the game. Yeah. I think I would have been more dissuaded to make this play. Vocabulary. I think I would have been more dissuaded to make the play if I would have seen a side deck card. If I had seen like a Space Typhoon or a Wire Trap, something to like counter Alex's strategy. Like being able to space Anguish Pattern, I think would like completely alleviate any other concerns, right? Because the rest of the trap monsters don't do anything I care about. Like, the only one realistically is Anguish Pattern. And if I can stop him from even putting the Anguish Pattern on the field, the rest of his trap monsters don't do anything. So, I still feel like the play's, like, defensible, man. I don't know. Like I said, if I would have seen one of the side deck cards, Wiretap, MST, I probably would have played this a bit slower. but I had to like hedge my bets against the things that I were probably good.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
we're just gonna ignore the fact I just waited to see what the 2 cards he drew were. It was Force and Restrict. This wasn't looking great anyways. maybe I just wasn't meant to win this one.
This is fucking over. All right. So unfortunately, I have to waste a Dark Hole on this because I don't want you
So it didn't really
sending
matter
that.
if I even pulled it off, bro.
It didn't, but I just didn't even want you to get to that position. So I don't know. Maybe I should have just let you waste all your.
I'm not even gonna go. We're talking about all these plays theoretically that I could have made turn 1. And we also seem to think like Alex could have kept an Effect Veiler. Like if Alex was not a bozo, if he was half decent with his thought process, he could have had an Effect Veiler in his hand too at this point. And that just makes even this grip look even less able to be able to out it, right? So, yeah, I don't know. This game was really just probably not mine to win.
Yeah,
Resources. Maybe
I, don't
that
know,
was
I
better.
got 2 tunnel
Whatever.
vision. Now I got to deal 5 back row.
Yeah.
Yeah, should be no problem, right?
Yeah, it's literally what you
Should
have to
be
deal
no
with. Yeah, good
problem.
luck.
I don't even know what I draw. What do I draw? I drew Upstart. Yeah, this game ends pretty quickly. I'll just let the rest of it ride out.
By main. Anything here?
This game ends
No,
pretty
you're fine.
quickly.
Well, I'll give you 1,000 life points.
You're
buddy.
such a pal. I appreciate it.
You know what? I do what I can, man. I do what I can. I'm fucked here, bro. I went through everything trying to pull off the pipe dream. Damn, it would be nice to see some of my side deck cards, wouldn't it have?
Yeah, I would have, Gage. You
Maybe.
tell him, bro.
Any of those guys there. I'll use the mirror in the graveyard.
Search, sure.
Yep. I'll pick up a. It could be another mirror, right? Yes. I'll pick up another copy of Necros Mirror.
So Mirror, Kaleido, sure it, one unknown. That's fine.
Yep. Your move.
Sure, I'll draw. We are going to activate Stingray.
Yep.
Tiki Soul.
Yep.
Battle for 29.
Unfortunately, yep.
Make sure the stats are.
No
adjusted.
gores, by the way.
Yeah, so 1019.
Not that it would have fully helped here because I was still
second
running a Mirror
Go ahead.
Force, but it would have been
All right.
nice, right?
Stand by main here. What do we got? What do we got, man? Any way I can come back from this?
I don't think so.
So the curse was like the battle guy. What's this one do here?
Soul is if stuff gets destroyed, I get to reset them.
Bro. Was this a real strat?
Man, looking back on it, I realize I see like where the faults are or like where the shortcomings are with this strategy, and it really is because of the master rule back then and how like it occupies a spell trap zone. That is actually like a huge reason why maybe some of these cards weren't as good because like you couldn't commit another one, right? Like you see he draw that Fiendish Chain, that would have been stuck in his hand. There's no way nothing he could have did with it. So I see the shortcomings with it, but at this point I was reading these cards and I was like, holy crap, I just had no idea what they all did. And as he's telling me them, I'm like, bro, this is legit. Like, holy smokes.
Strategy back in the day?
I don't know if I call it a real strategy.
Why is he watching older episodes? This is yesterday's episode.
What was stopping this deck back in the day? I feel like I'm getting slaughtered by it.
It needed Statue of Anguish pattern, which funny enough came out in this set.
I'll start with Preparation of Rites.
The one copy, yeah.
Yeah. See what I can pick up.
I don't even have any targets for this.
I will put this. I have no targets. What happened to all my cards? I have no 7 or lowers remaining, dude. Holy shit. Dude, stop laughing. It's not funny, Al. All right, man. I guess I will. Now this thing can't be destroyed by battle either. What the hell?
It's just randomly annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, bro. I'll go Mirror.
Absolutely not.
I still think this mirror would have resolved. Could I have summoned anything? No, I couldn't have. So the only thing I was summoning was a Colossus. And I think that was just because he was a 2300 Bungus, right? And that doesn't do anything at all. That just sits there until Alex finds his Anguish pattern and we lose the game. So yeah, I truly lost the game by like turn 1 on this one. I got super tunnel visioned into making like the Lavalval chain Jin setup. which I don't think is a terrible play. I still look at it and I'm like, there's some merit to it. It's something that definitely could have resolved. Just unfortunate. I don't think there's any way I could have played this second game that would have won me that one. He had a literal maybe like Exodia 5. He had a Valor that he actually didn't even use optimally. He could have kept it. All the trap cards are really efficient. Pod agreed to get him into 2 more. Odds are just really stacked against me, I want to say. That's just not me complaining. I think this one just really was tough to win. I will say, after this, I got super embarrassed. I didn't know if I was actually like, should I be losing to this deck? Like, I was like, damn, that's like kind of embarrassing I lost to this shit. But no, it's a legit strategy. And when you open up good enough, I guess it takes games, right? Owen, Pog Necros. I know you're a huge fan of that, bro. Guys, Owen's a G, bro. I'm pretty sure when I went to the YCS when Necros format was around, or it was Nats or something, Owen wasn't going. He lent me the entire Necros deck. He lent me the entire deck to go 0-2 with it. Super thankful for that guy, bro. Super thankful for that guy. Yeah, altogether this episode, it was an uphill climb. No problem though. We lose every now and again. It's okay. Next week we have a ban, and I forget what next week's episode is, but should be a banger. They all are, aren't they? What'd you guys think of this episode? Rated out of 10. What'd you guys think? You swept up Vexicus with that? Yes, I did. I did clobber Vexicus 4666. Demolish that poor guy, bro. That was fun. I missed that, dude. It was a 5 out of 10, an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10? This is an 8 out of 10 episode? It was probably because Alex was in the based department with the trap monsters. 8 out of 10. And now I'm going to have Jeff ban everybody in chat because you were supposed to say 10 out of 10. All episodes of Progression Series that I'm in are 10 out of 10. Do better. Nah. This is all right. Okay, bet. Yeah, that was all right. Next week should be fun. I don't even know what the fuck we yap about for the last 10 minutes of the episode.
Real last because you played the Monarch deck last episode was really the nail in the coffin for you. Unless you saw your MSTs, but that was just not good.
I think it's just him teaching me, honestly, because this was a part of history that I was unfamiliar about. I think the backhand of the episode is just him telling me about it because I wasn't aware of it. Honestly, Alex, GG, you got this one. Clever deck. Clever man. Good job. You got this one. That's it. What are you cooking for next week? Well, next week is already recorded. Let me double check. I think I have the result for it. Let me just see what I did. I won't give any spoilers. Oh, this is what happened next week. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. How do I give you guys a little clue? You've seen this before. That's all I'll give you. You have seen this before. Same look, different result. There you go. I like that. So you lost? Shut up! Shut up! You don't know that? God, bro, have some faith. Come on, guys. Have some faith. Fuck you guys.